get for a creature that he doesn't care if it dies to
I
attack.
just
into
realized
lightning
something.
squad.
Something very embarrassing. I forgot to hit record for
Oh.
all of day 2. So this is where the
Oh,
recording
okay.
starts, and I'm so sorry.
That should be fine. I've got the recording of my games, so you've
Yeah.
only missed a set and a half, I think.
I missed the Fish versus Harry game and start of this set. Well, Green Butler is up 1-0, and I'm gonna go make pizza.
Awesome. So Relahix mined the first card played for Green Butler on turn 8. And he just passes again. So this Lightning Squad is going to get 3 points for Harry Knight, which is just great. It's getting easily its value worth. 2 stars, 3 points, lets him get his setup and all that. And it still hasn't got the main value of the card, which is when it dies by an attack. So this Lightning Squad is the MVP so far. It's the creature zone. This is the one bad thing about never mind. I was going to say the one bad thing about relying on a card to stall is that it allows the opponent to go into 2 creature zones and sort of catch you off guard and connect like a big attack to the face. But he just opts to buy the creature zone and pass. So the Lightning Squad gets 4 points. So top scanner, when it gets played, you look at the top card of your galaxy, and if it's a Tekla creature, you can put it on the bottom to draw one card. Typically, Tekla decks play a little below half of their deck with Tekla creatures, so the odds might be anywhere from 40 to 45%, I'd imagine.
I returned.
So he's getting a battle, and you returned. What pizza was it?
Pizza Speziale, which is ham, salami, and mushrooms, and cheese.
Sounds pretty good, to be honest. Nothing's happened except the Lightning Squad's got 3 points of value, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I think we had one game where Lightning Squads towards the end took like 4 points. I think Harry was involved as well. I think it was versus Toxic. Just like
Lightning Squad's the MVP so far.
Yeah, played Defend the Castle with Lightning Squads and just kind of got there. Alright, so Skelepede is here. We've seen this engine quite a bit in the previous game. If you're in the recording, you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. Alright, Harry bringing out the Thorngaborg. Why do you think all these draw power creatures are so prevalent in this game?
In this game, card advantage is really, really important. A lot more than in other games. Going -1, you need to have a huge upside to justify it. And so the draw cards like Thorngaborg, Droplet Squads, Whack-A-Man are essentially +1s, because if you play them and kill a creature, then you've traded a card for a card. And then when it dies by an attack, then you get an additional card. So it makes them very strong to gain a card advantage over the opponent. And in a game like CG, a lot of it is building up a resource advantage and then dropping it all over a matter of a couple of turns at the end. So you want to build up that advantage first to convert it, and those cards help a lot to do that.
Alright. Now that's some valuable insight, I think. Right here?
And they just look cool. I mean, Thunderbolt and Droplet Squaws are super cute, so.
That's true. Alright, here comes Darkspark, Diabolus. Let's see those mills. Butler not getting the most lucky with his mills this match. Let's see if there's anything. Alright, that's the big boy. Archeon of Omnius, Ice Elixir, Droplet Squaws, and Fraxel being milled. Then again, I think those are fine. I think you're not unhappy with these because there's nothing that's like limited, right? You didn't mill your Beast or Black Hole or anything.
Yeah, true. Just the Archeon going. The Archeon going is bad, but I think Fraxel, Droplet Squaws, and especially Ice Elixir are all very fine to see go. So it's probably just an average mill.
Yeah. Seems about average. Now, we see a second battle zone from Butler. There's been quite a bit of zone management that I haven't always understood in this tournament. I was always under the impression it was always best to just buy your zones at the latest possible moment. But we're sometimes seeing people buy zones and leaving them empty. And like buy non-resource zone things.
In my set versus Butler, I remember early on, I paid for a bunch of zones. I think 3 zones that I didn't end up using for a couple of turns to try and set up orbit, because you can't buy zones the turn you orbit. But outside of orbit, I'm not sure why you would be wasting your zones as much.
Right. Alright, we see Palfam here putting something back in hand. I honestly don't remember what was on the board 2 seconds ago. Thunderbolt, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Thunderbolt back in hand. Fraxel going to grave, and 3 points for Butler. Harry coming in with the Galaxy Crash. I think you're happy with that 2 for 1. Both of those were decently beefy creatures that you're just happy to get rid of, I think.
Yeah, seems like a very good Galaxy Crash there.
It's also why we didn't see Harry think about it that much. That was a pretty easy decision to make, I think. And here comes Talakon. Bit of a beefy boy. 8 stars, 400 power, 340 health. I think I still haven't read the text on Talakon. Only once. When your opponent kills this zoned creature, you can draw 1 card. If this creature... if it's a creature from your home planet, you can free play Talakon. And if not, you kill 2-handed cards. That is funky.
Very strong when it goes off and very bad when it doesn't. It's very polarizing.
Yeah. Seems like it. We see an Enderman's Telescope here. For 4. And Thunderbolt comes back out. Talakon swinging in. Big 4-point swing. Let's see if Butler has anything to say about it. And there's the Beast of the Black Hole. That's why we didn't mill it. AAA coming down.
Wow.
That feels like a good AAA. I think you're happy with that
great.
too.
I have a feeling, not to jump the gun here, I just have a feeling the momentum is Harry Knight's way and we could be on track for a Game 3.
Yeah, it's not looking bad. Butler does have quite a few cards in hand, so he has options. But we have to see if those options can deal with Talakon in an appropriate way. Green Butler now. 10 stars to his name. Plays an Abomination Tomb. What's he going to bring back out? Brings out Fraxel. Interesting choice. And here comes Quadruple C. Kills the card in hand to gain 6 stars. Kills KO. Now the question. Green Butler has done the math correctly this time. 6 plus 6 is in fact 12. And then 10 of those stars go away for Omnius. So that was in hand the whole time. Makes it feel even worse that the big rock is in grave. Alright, Omnius gonna try and take out Talakon.
Trick for me, but Butler hasn't paid for Omnius yet. Has he?
He has not.
Alright. Very important turning point in the game here. Butler just spent a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the previous turn. If Harry Knight deals with this board, he'll have a huge card advantage and should be able to close out the game. But if he can't deal with this board, then he'll be in top deck mode until he can get something to kill Omnius.
So let's think, what outs would Harry have, right? We haven't seen a Pelfram from Harry yet, so that's very much an option, especially since Pelfram's at 2.
Galaxy Crash is gone, so
Instead
I'm
we
not
see
sure what his deck plays.
Blur
Maybe a
here.
safety cable.
Safety Cable is in there. We've seen Safety Cable.
Okay.
Alright. So Blur, maybe just here to wall up. Because Serpent doesn't do it, the effect negation not actually going to make Omnius any smaller. Alright, we see a second battle zone. And Blur going to kill the Fraxel. Giving Butler back some stars, but cleaning up the board a little bit. I think this is interesting, to say the least, this line of play. Butler's turn now. Going up to 10 stars. That's enough to play Omnius back if he gets bounced for whatever reason. I'm going to be right back.
Alright. You guys are stuck with me again. Hello. Lost Probe. Another Omnius here could spell the end for Harry Knight. If he can't deal with 1, I'm not sure how he's supposed to deal with 2. And yeah, okay. Yeah, he can't even play that there. But next turn, that could be very troublesome for Harry Knight. Beast of the Black Hole here for Harry would be huge, so Butler, if he has a AAA, should lock up this board really nicely.
Alright, double wormhole here. Going to put Archeon of Omnius back in the deck. And a second card. Question is, what is the second card? Second card is Pelfam. Not bad. That resolved. Omnius going to punch in. No response. Blur goes to die. And that is now Harry's turn. Let's see if he can deal with the big man. This is some serious test tournament 2 vibes right here. Omnius on the board and people scrambling to get rid of him.
For sure, you really haven't seen this in a while. It's also important to note, game 2, what could have came in from the sideboard. Potentially Abandonment to kill Omnius, maybe cards like KO, which Harry might have played to take against something like Coliseum, and then he stumbles across Omnius and maybe he puts the KO in the main deck for that.
Alright, Lightning Squaws and pass. And here comes Lost Probe. So instead of drawing, we're going to be searching. Archon of Omnius. Interesting. Can we play him here?
I mean, another Omnius in that 3-card hand is pretty unlikely, but I don't see why you'd grab it if you don't have another Omnius.
Okay, we're playing it. And getting rid of the Omnius on field? Okay, handed was owned.
Yeah.
That does work.
Yep.
Gonna run to the Lightning Squaz and then use its ability. Oh wait, no, we're just using the ability. We're not gonna run into Lightning Squaz. Kill everything. Bring back out the Omnius. And probably punch in for 5? Okay, Harry has something. That's the beast. But AAA here from Butler. Oof, that's 5 points going through. And that's one removal option gone for Harry.
That's what I was talking about before, Beast of the Black Hole, as one of those outs to Omnius, so Butler really wants that AAA.
Especially now that we've invested 10 more stars into this one Omnius, basically. Butler now down to 1 card in hand. If we can get rid of this Omnius, we're looking great. But we do have to do that first. Hydoron,
So this
not gonna do
this
it.
will actually help out by not by killing Omnius right away, but you'll have a good look at the next 5 cards of your deck, and hopefully you can rearrange them so that you have an out to Omnius.
That's true. That's a good good selection tool. We see Zamerzed here bringing in another resource zone. And passing. Butler up to 8 stars. In the tank, if you should play any cards or just swing. Oh. And I'm disconnecting. We will be right back. Okay, so we've taken out the Zamerzed with Omnius and passed the turn to Harry, who draws, gains 4, and let's see. Passing the turn back to Butler, just waiting for Hydoron to be destroyed. Obviously not going to do it yourself.
It's been a while since I've seen CG like this. There's so many different styles of Chaos Galaxy being played this tournament, where Butler is on a 1-card hand, but it's actually winning the game due to his board presence.
Yeah, I talked about it before with chat about how diverse this tournament has been, and it's been great. I've had some real trouble picking for coolest deck.
Chrono Knight finally showed up. Good
Ah,
timing.
bit late, friend. Alright, we see a top scanner here. come out from Hydoron. Can Darkspark attack Scanner? Why wouldn't he be able to?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what he's referring to.
Maybe because of the way battle zones work?
Maybe.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, this is exciting. Let's see what he has. There we go.
Safety cable coming in, putting Talakon back on top. That's something. Giving Butler a 1 in 16 chance of drawing back Omnius. Talakon on top. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay, double Rowdy, double Great Serpent of the Falls. I was not ready for this.
He said he's gonna push back, and he's pushing back, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And a Warpole jetpack. What are you jetpacking? You have nothing in hand.
Jetpack plays from the discard pile, so it would get back Talakon.
Oh, fair enough. No, but Talakon is... Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, but... Yeah, okay. There he is. Alright, fair enough. I always thought jetpack was from hand. Whoops. I think my food might be ready. I will be right back.
Alright, too easy. So 14 points means if Green Butler doesn't have a creature that's lethal, KO comes down. He does have a creature. That's probably the best creature you could have aside from Omnius.
I'm going
because
to-
it gets you a creature board to stall.
I'm leaving it in the oven until this game is over.
Good call, good call.
Because it's getting good.
It's close, we're real close here.
Hmm.
Now it's Butler's turn to stall for another 20 turns.
How did Great Serpent die? Oh, KO. Okay, I see. Yep.
Yep.
That makes sense. Harry's turn. Talakon coming in from hand. Which was, of course, on top because of the safety cable. Importantly, the Talakon downside of killing two-handed cards, not relevant if you don't have any cards in hand to kill. Board cleaned up. Butler's turn. This is like a WWE cage match. They just keep hitting each other with a steel chair.
That's a pretty good comparison, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I believe, I'm not a great mathematician, Butler had 2 Omnius in decks, and he has drawn 2 cards, so it's about 1 in 4 that he drew an Omnius. And it does not look like he drew it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Alright, there's a for sale sign. Going to buy the Great Serpent. Oh my god, he's purchased the steel chair with money. Alright, Serpent moving over. Oh, leaves your planet. That's funky.
Yeah, I'm not sure this for sale sign saves him either way. Or it would save him if it didn't work, but
Hmm.
I'm not sure what just happened to the for sale sign though. Why is it dead?
Let's hear a clarification. Jetpack, I think, procced because it says on your planet, and it went to the opponent's planet, so it left the planet. Which is
Yeah,
how the
but I
second
don't think
Serpent
it
is back.
dies. It should still stay attached to the creature, I believe. Its ability procs, but it doesn't die, if that makes sense. Since it's an
Oh,
attachment.
yeah. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
so it
cool.
triggers and doesn't get unattached since it's an attachment.
Yep. Alright. So, we have resolved the game state. Great Serpent is punching in at Telecon, taking it out. And now here's the question. Do we have a Teklar creature on top?
I actually think you don't want a Tekla creature on top because you want that creature zone free so you can buy back the Serpent on the following turn and swing for lethal.
Oh, that makes sense.
I believe we're going to a game 3. Unless something absolutely crazy happens.
Now, would Jetpack trigger for Butler here? Despite it not being his Jetpack.
It would trigger for him, but I don't think he's any 8 stars killed.
Okay, I see. Alright, that's game 3. But we're going to take a very quick break before game 3 so that the players can go to the bathroom and your boy can go get some pizza. Feel free to stay in the call if you'd
Yeah,
like.
I'll stay in the call, but I'm asking Fish if he wants to commentate game 3. I think he does.
No worries.
Alright, chat, it's me and you again. Alright, no sideboard changes heading into game 3, which makes sense. I imagine all sideboard changes would have been made in game 2. Butler picking second, that's pretty standard nowadays. So just draw passing to start the game again. Butler actually making the first moves this game. Last game it took him, honestly it might have even been 5 turns before he did anything impactful other than just buy zones. Playing a Thorngeborg just to block that board, draw a card when it dies seems pretty reasonable.
Did Fish want to commentate or not?
He's just DMing someone real quick, and then
Okay.
he'll be able to commentate.
Cool. So we see three words. Triple zones from Harry. Zammerzed. Another zone.
So he only ended up getting the 2 zones with the Zamazet, but I actually think 3 could have been a better play since against Omnius you don't have many removal options for it, so each time you do remove it, you want to capitalize off it with as much points as possible. So potentially building towards that 3-3 zone setup with your battle and creature zones could have been the better play.
Maybe. Although I haven't seen Harry get a 3rd zone of anything throughout all of his games, so I guess that's just not his style.
Yeah, and I imagine with his deck it's a bit harder. I just got news from Fish though, he's ready to commentate, so I'll be joining you later potentially. Thank you.
Alright, let's swap the commentators. Fraxel coming in here, taking down the Droplet Squaws. Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna mute stream. Oh, sorry, there we go.
no worries. Welcome.
We're
This
in.
has
We're
been-
in.
A crazy series.
Yes, I've been watching from the sidelines. Been crazy. The whole steel chair analogy. Getting steel chairs back and forth
Yeah.
in terms of blows and buying them back from each other.
Imagine the middle of WWE, John Cena just pulls out $200, gives it to the opponent. I'm gonna buy that steel chair off you, and then slaps him in the face with it. It's like,
Money is a universal language, my friend.
Yeah. Alright, we have a response here. Relihex Mine, gonna draw a card, replace itself. Card advantage wise, Butler a little bit ahead right now. But only mildly.
How long have they been playing for now, do we know?
A while.
Might be worth nudging these guys along a little bit just to speed up the turns a little bit.
Maybe.
If you're happy to wait, then I'm
Yeah,
happy as
I mean
well.
they're playing for 3rd place here, at least,
Yeah.
right?
It is a big
So,
match, yeah.
This is a money match, realistically. Winner gets 25 euros at least. Like, this is an important game, so
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're happy to do that.
Yeah, it's fine.
If we do end up going over time, would you want to wait to do the finals match, or
Uh,
end up having to leave, or
I don't know. I think it depends.
we'll see when we come to it.
Yeah. We'll
Green
see how
Butler
much time we
sitting
have.
on one zone setup. Harry Knight's already established 2 and still has a star advantage. So economy definitely in Harry Knight's favor.
Mhm.
But hopefully that Fraxel is going to give Butler some of that economy back that he needs to establish his own board. Ooh. And Pelfam is going to make that a little bit harder.
Mm. I'm going to swing in for 3 points. Butler actually choosing to respond here with the beast.
Very early beast coming down here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. This feels a bit early.
Yeah, with all of the raw power we saw last game with all those massive creatures, you gotta think, is Pelfam really the biggest creature you could be using your Beast of the Black Hole on?
Hmm. Harry Knight seems to have an opinion on this as well. Harry agrees with us, but we'll
He
see.
agrees.
But Butler has his own plans. Skelipede coming in, gonna swing. That's 3 points right there.
Getting some good damage off of the backswing of that beast. We'll see how Harry Knight follows up.
Harry now taking his turn. Top scanner coming in. Gonna trigger Techlar, trigger top scanner.
Reveal the Lightning Squads and draw a card. Or put it to the bottom. Oh, we'll return it to the bottom and draw a card. Apologies.
Yeah, using top scanner's ability. And then gonna kill the Skelipede.
Harry Knight taking it slow here, just clearing the Skelipede, not utilizing that second zone just yet. I'm sure we'll see him extend another creature into it soon. Start gaining some points.
Wakuman here coming in, gonna take out the top scanner. Very simple
Efficient
back
use of the
and forth.
Wakuman.
Yeah. We heard it earlier from Secret explaining how relevant it is that these creatures take out something so that they become a 2-for-1.
Yeah, exactly. Wakuman being something with low power as well, being able to take out anything at all is pretty valuable.
Here's Lightning Squaz, just chilling. I like Lightning Squaz. He's so derpy looking.
Big Enderman's Telescope here.
Oh, that
Probably one of the better colors for Tekla, given
For
that they
certain.
can always see if they're going to actually successfully hit with Enderman's Telescope.
Mhm. And we have the Rowdy in hand. So Serpent coming down. Also up to 19 stars with a big board.
We may even see Harry Knight extend into triple zones this game, which I think you did say he hasn't done in the previous sets that we've seen.
From what I remember. I think he was always on the double zone plan.
Harry Knight not going to spend any stars, so he will be leaking 3 stars at the beginning of next turn.
Yeah. Choosing not to go for a second resource zone even.
Potentially a slight mistake there from Harry Knight. Now, big Galaxy Crash here.
For certain. Taking out the Great Serpent of the Falls. Maybe that in hand being the reason we popped the beast so early, but hard to say.
Yeah, and just despite using these powerful resources, Butler has managed to accrue a hand advantage here. And this Galaxy Crash is really high value because it's killing such a strong creature, but also taking out that annoying lightning squads, which can be really difficult to deal with creatures, and often leads to a lot of bad trades.
Yup. And here's Skelipede again. Swinging in for
But
3.
keeping it simple.
That second Skelipede. Oh, but we have a response.
Wow.
Beasts are a black hole for just a Skelipede. Wow. Okay.
Harry Knight's got to have something he wants to play here.
I mean,
I'm
he
thinking
does have...
Hyperon might be coming down.
Yeah, he does have max stars. Like, there must be a reason for this.
Yeah, I mean, Harry Knight must want to clear the board so that he can get a big swing into the face here.
Hmm.
Otherwise, this beast is a bit confusing. Harry Knight's criticism of Butler's beast now coming back to haunt him.
But let's see what Harry decides to play. 8 stars here. That might be a Telecon. It is a Telecon. With a
And a
Warpal
Warpal.
jetpack. Triggering Tekla.
This one's going to leave a mark.
That's 4 points right there. Butler now taking his turn.
Harry Knight is now sort of committing to his board here, running out of cards slowly but surely. But if this Telecon can stick around for a turn or two, it should give him an opportunity to maintain stability. 7 stars, looking like a pull down, and it is.
Okay, we're putting the Telecon back in hand, but that is going to proc the Warpal jetpack.
It is indeed, and Pelfam is not going to be able to clear that Great Serpent of the Falls that is about to come down. Had he changed the order, he would have been able to return the pack and kill the Telecon, but the jetpack could have come down at another 8-star later on. But Butler does have KO for the Great Serpent.
Alright, a lot of cards expended for this play. But manages to take out the board.
Telecon has been returned to Harry Knight's hand, so it's not a complete loss for him.
Yeah, not a permanent solution. But we did deal with the Warpal jetpack.
I'm noticing with a lot of these games, Pelfam has felt really strange because back in the day, it was often used as a way to put your opponent in an awkward position with stars by returning high-cost creatures, or as a way to open up the board for getting damage. But I feel like lately, even though we're seeing a really star-focused metagame, Pelfam isn't really getting used in spots that are making high-cost creatures difficult to play. Usually Pelfam's coming down those positions when both players already have a lot of stars, and economy isn't really an issue. And when they are on lower stars, it's usually coming down on lower-cost creatures to get through for damage. So, and you would think that Pelfam would be really good at manipulating star economy in this star-focused metagame. Telecon coming back down after the safety cable shuffles Pelfam back into the deck, which also sets up Telecon's ability.
And
So
we
if it
do
dies this turn,
see-
it will be able to successfully activate.
And we see the 4-point swing. Harry Knight now up to 9 points. Alright, last probe. We are searching for the big boy. Archaean of Omnius. And
Here's where it could get ugly.
I'm going to assume that he's about to come down. Green Butler doing his math correctly. 11 plus 4 is in fact 15. Paying 10. Killing an Omnius in hand. Yup, here comes the big boy. Archaean of Omnius. But we have a response from Harry Knight. What could that be?
This be an erratic void, or is he just signaling that he wants to use Talacon's ability?
Yeah, Erratic Void doesn't work because we're cosplaying him.
Ah, right.
Cannot be free played.
It is a cosplay.
Yep. But I think we have just telegraphed the fact that there is an Erratic Void in hand.
It will come in handy once the Archaean of Omnius actually dies.
Hmm.
Once the
That's
free play
assuming that
ability
dies.
comes into effect. Yeah, that is assuming that this does die at all.
Alright, we have a Planet Racer on top, which we're going to free play. Or draw.
Reviving Talacon.
You can draw one card. If that creature or a combiner from your home planet free play this card. Oh, he just comes back. Right, that's how that works. It's reading the card explains the card.
Wow! Big safety cable here. That's massive.
That's huge. And putting Planet Racer back on top to give Talacon another turn of safety.
And Green Butler's going to need another Omnius if he wants to play Archaean once he draws it again.
Yeah, now we have
Very
seen
nice
that Green
damage.
Butler does play 2 Omnius to enable that game plan. But he needs to find it first. Harry Knight up to 13 points. Butler only on 4. And we see a similar situation to in game 2, where despite having the card advantage, this isn't looking the best for Butler.
Yeah, Butler's back on the defensive here, but Harry Knight is likely running out of removal pieces. That's 2 safety cable used. Piece of the black hole's been used. He does have a Galaxy Crash still floating around in that deck, potentially a second Pelfam. But Green Butler on the defensive, and with only 1 zone, Harry Knight's going to successfully be able to attack face once again.
We see Top Scanner here being put in the hand. Tech Lord scouting out the top card, giving Harry Knight information about, is my Talacon safe? And let's see if we see the double attack here. I mean, we have seen Beast of the Black Hole already, so not something we have to play around anymore. And that's the double attack. Harry Knight up to 17 points.
It looks like this game could be ending real soon.
Yeah. Alright, here's Abomination Tomb. It's not over till it's ogre. We are paying 10 stars, going to bring back the Omnius. And let's see. We're going to try the Talacon.
I think it's really going to come down to if Harry Knight has Galaxy Crash in his hand.
Harry Knight.
Looks like we let the Talacon die.
Yeah.
Don't want to be discarding it.
I mean, we know what's on top, so must not have been a Tekla creature.
And there is the Galaxy Crash.
My
This looks
goodness.
like it's going to win. Unless Butler is holding Planetary Field. We could see the end of the game right now.
Sorry, I was so busy eating. I was not ready for him to just slam it like that. Oh my
Another
goodness.
Talacon.
Another Talacon. That's ridiculous.
MVP of the set, Talacon here. Putting in absolute work.
In this game, for sure. Oof,
that's
that's
gonna be
the
the
big
game.
nothing from Green Butler here. GG.
Got a little screwed by these 2 double wormholes in his hand. Not being able to do much with them.
But very well played.
Great set from both of these players.
Yeah, and with that, Harry is in the money.
I believe this is Harry Knight's first ever top 3 on an SBR tournament. Could be wrong. But yeah, if I remember correctly.
All
this will be
right.
his first time.
Well, let's get into the next game.
Which will be myself versus Harry Knight. So I guess I'll see you guys in the game.
All right. All right, we're going to go quickly to our Be Right Back screen while we wait for the next game to start. I'm going to keep chomping a little bit. We are setting up still. Give us a second. We will be right there. How many games are left? Well, we are now in losers finals. The winner of this will go up against Secret in the finals. So, that many. All right. Speaking of, the game is beginning. Let's get started. It's Harry Knight versus Fish. And we're off, and we're already up to 16 stars for fish. Spending 4, Battle Zone, Creature Zone, Skelequeen coming in, swinging for 4. Oof. That's a big first swing. Just right in with the aggressive play. Hey, that's 4 points that Harry can't take away anymore. Harry gonna buy a whole set of zones for 6 stars. It can be so intimidating playing against these experienced players, I can tell you from experience. They play so fast. Alright, here's Zamerzed. Going to get another creature zone. And probably punch in over the Skelequeen, especially since Fish doesn't have a resource zone to do anything about it. Fish just going to take his star and be happy. Hey, 4 points is 4 points. No play here from Fish, just gonna go up stars and pass the turn. Harry, though, has the Thongabog. Zamerzed swinging in, granting him 2 points and passing. Okay, Harry here with a very safe heads-up play, using the safety cable on Jakra to try and deny it getting into rotation for the Blue Flame engine. Enderman's Telescope up next, using the safety cabled card on top, getting 5 stars. This is the play we've seen from Harry all weekend, not this specific play, but this level of play. And I think it is excellent. He knows what his deck does, he knows how to operate it, and it is great to see. Here comes Planet Racer, going to search for a Teklar creature. Firefox. Alright. It is Fish's turn. Fish up to 12 stars, paying 2 for a Bonebeak. And passing. Harry taking out the Bonebeak. Fish gaining 1 star, killing the Wakuman out of the deck, which triggers its ability and draws Fish a card. That's Bonebeak gone. It's back to Fish's turn. More cards. Here we see once again the card advantage on Fish's side. We see 2 more zones purchased for Fish. That's an expensive thing. And here comes Skelligast, going to use its ability, bring back the Skelequeen, but Harry has an erratic portal. That is brutal. Skelligast not big enough to take out the Planet Racer. Wow. Great use of resources here from Harry. Doing so very well. Harry in the tank a little bit. Choosing to pay 7 stars. Here comes Palfam, going to put Skelligast back in hand. I'm not sure if that's the best of ideas, but we are swinging in for 5 points. Harry up to 9 points, almost halfway to a victory. Really caught up with that first Skelly Queen swing. Fish now, 7 stars. Paying 3, paying 4. Bring back Skelly Queen with Skelligast. And this is why I was a little skeptical of the Palfam play. But that's the turn. Skelly Queen has taken out Palfam, and we are passing. Planet Racer still in the field. Blur coming out. Going to search out a Palafalls card, probably Rowdy. Planet Racer taking out the Skelly Queen. Blur taking out the Skelligast. And we're passing. Board is cleared up. Fish is at 9 stars. Hand full of cards. This could go any player's way. This is neck and neck. Abomination Tomb coming out. Going to bring back the Skelligast. Do the whole shebang again. We're paying 1. We're bringing back the Skelly Queen. And we're going to punch over. But first, we have a Time Flash Portal to take out the Planet Racer. And we are going to take a 4-point swing, except Harry has a response. Beast of the Black Hole coming out. But Fish has the activated activator to negate said Beast of the Black Hole. And so Fish will be taking 4 points, going up to 12. Harry's turn now, up to 15 stars. Enderman's Telescope coming out, revealing a Warpole Jetpack. That hurts. That's not what we want to see with Warpole, with Telescope. This is the first time we've seen Harry miss with it, I think. Planet Racer coming back, but not strong enough to stand up against Skelly Queen. Harry has a Relihex Mine here. At the end of the turn, Fish gained 2 points from the Skelligast, and Harry up to 19 stars now, looking to turn things around. The creatures his opponent has, that Fish has, are small. They have small power. We just need some guys. Or this Galaxy Crash. Against an aggressive deck like Fish's, it's sometimes hard to decide when the best time is to play the Galaxy Crash, but I think this was fine. Top Scanner coming in here. And swinging in for 2 points. Harry Knight up to 11 points. Fish's turn now. Going up to 13 stars. Fish looking to close out the game. Fish still in the tank. He's got many resources, but he has to think about how to allocate them. This feels like a pivotal turn. Guster coming out, taking out the resource zone, denying his opponent the ability to use activators here. Galaxy crashing just the top scanner and the own Guster. And here comes Darkspark Diabolus. Gonna mill 4 cards. We've milled our own beast of the black hole. That can't feel good. Zamorzed, Skelequeen, and Jakra of the Blue Flame. A second Guster coming in, taking out a creature zone as well. And together they swing in for 5 points, sorry, bringing Fish up to 19. Oh, and Harry throwing in the towel here. Almost. Buying back a resource zone. For 2, we're playing out a Rowdy. And just going to attack the Guster. If Fish has any creature in hand whatsoever, this is going to be a lock for Fish. Fish has a Pelfam, puts Rowdy back in hand, and that might be the game. Unless Harry has some sort of resource to stop it. Harry has nothing, and that is the first game. What a great set. Moving now to game 2, rapidly, and I'm finally finished with my pizza. So I can focus fully. Oh. I think I'm getting disconnected, you guys. Yep. Okay, I'm getting tired of the lo-fi, so we're switching music. Alright, here we go. Time for game 3. Game 2, sorry. Oh, I think I'm getting disconnected again. Also, this is loud. There we go. Internet, please.
Right, I'm here.
Hello, Secret. Welcome. We've switched music.
All
We are
right,
now
so-
listening.
I saw parts of game 1, sorry. I
Mhm.
saw Fish win, and I think it was a pretty comfortable win if I recall.
I wouldn't quite say so. I feel like there was quite a bit of back and forth. In the end, Harry ran out of steam, but it was a good game.
Okay, maybe I only glanced up when Fish was doing good.
Yeah. All right, but now we are in game 2. Fish once again with the initial 4-point swing from Skelequeen. That can't feel good.
Even though Fish gets 4 points though, when you go first, you're already naturally down a card, and when you attack first, you're also down a card because you convert that card into points. Whereas if you use a creature to kill a creature, then you convert it into advantage. So yeah, he has a 4-point advantage, but Harry Knight will be up a card here.
Very true. With the Zamorzed as well, saving him some econ. And we're back on Harry's turn already. Fish just passing, just happy to accumulate advantage. Cards and stars. My brain is fried, dude.
Wow, already.
Rowry coming in here, being tributed for the Great Serpent. Aggressive push from Harry here. We don't even have a second battle zone to go with the Serpent, so we cannot swing in with Zamorzed as well. But that's a 5-point swing for Harry. Just like that. Ooh, but the
Huge
abandonment. Yeah, despite appearances, Great Serpent of the Falls, not a Teklar creature. Alright, and Darkspark. Milling Zamorzed, Wackuman, Skelligast, and Skelligast. Which gives Fish a draw as well. That has to feel good. That's pretty much... Well, you don't want to mill the Skelligast really, but the rest is fine. Darkspark Diabolus swinging in. Up to 7 now for Fish. Harry Knight up to 16 stars. Draws a card. I just realized we didn't see a Hydorod or a Telecon last game from Harry Knight. That might have been part of the problem. Is that those powerful cards were just missing.
Yeah, and he saw quite a bit of his deck too, didn't he? So that's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, quite unlucky. Okay, Harry considering buying a Battle Zone, chooses not to. Instead, we see a Pale Fan putting Darkspark Diabolus back in the hand. We had the Palfam conversation with Fish last game, or the previously, and I feel like Palfam. I feel like I agree with Fish. I think Palfam is a bit in a weird spot this format.
It's definitely a lot weaker than it has been in the past. I think
Hmm.
Star Economy, it's weird. There's more Star Economy and free play support. However, I think you want your bigger creatures that you have to cosplay to do more. So sometimes it's hard to play 2 big creatures in the same deck. Like it would be hard to play Pelfam and Telecon and Hydron all in the same deck. So you often see people cutting the Pelfam because it doesn't synergize with the planet instead. And I think that's a trend you'll see throughout this format where people will have to end up cutting Pelfam for cheaper cards. But the decks that have good Star Economy and have a good low end to support Pelfam and don't necessarily have a boss creature, Shios pops to mind for that. Pelfam's going to be great in those decks.
What do you mean Shios doesn't have a boss creature? What about Meltalon? Anyway, let's be serious here.
Meltalon's, he's a cool guy. He's slept on this format for sure too.
He's cool. I don't know how relevant he is though.
Shios actually might have been a bad example since they have Behemoth and Orbed Commander and Doom Blaster, which are all good. But the thing with Shios is you also can not play any of those cards. But back to the game, I mean, we completely ignored the Chaos Beast that came down.
Yeah, there's a Hydorah of Teklar gonna take out the double Pelfam. Of course, since he is from Teklar, he gets to enter 2 battle zones.
One of the strongest individual cards in the game and probably the strongest Chaos Beast. Just unfortunate that there isn't quite the support there to see it be played more often.
But Harry has brought it to a top 3 finish here at least. And
Very
is
impressive
looking
run too.
to do even better than that. Darkspark Diabolus here, coming down once again from being Pelfamed.
And another Wacky Man. Oh my goodness.
Oof. And Jakra of the Blue Flame.
That's gotta feel bad. That's an
Undying
that's an
Blue Flame in
amazing
hand.
combo.
That is so relevant. Erratic Void here, preventing Chakra from being summoned. I'm not sure about this play. I feel like it's mostly to protect Hydreigon from being shuffled in for a turn.
It's a good tempo play. It should, well, we don't know for sure, but it could potentially give the Hydreigon another turn to stick around. And it does well.
It does, yeah. Alright, fair enough. Harry now, playing a Thunderbolt. Oh, we gotta also remember Harry was out of stars. He's now up to 3 after playing that Thunderbolt, so protecting Hydreigon, not actually that bad of a move considering. Gives him another turn to just recover some stars before Jacare inevitably comes out again. And here he is.
He's on 12 points with only using 5 cards in the discard pile and 2 on board, which is very efficient.
Alright. But Big Boy gets shuffled into the deck. Alright, here we go. We've got some fighting music going. Laji coming out. Oh, this is just the power of the Blue Flame engine in action. Laji searching at the Undying Blue Flame. And Fish up to 14.
One of the highest ceiling engines in the game, and just seeing it here, just getting back-to-back towers is devastating.
Yeah, once you deal with the Laji and the Chakra, it'll just come back. Alright, safety cable here. Putting Chakra back on top, so it cannot be revived. We've seen this in the previous game as well. Can't revive something that isn't dead. Let's see what Harry does next. 4-4. It's Blur. Gonna shuffle the Planet Racer back in while searching. Doesn't want to draw it again, apparently. Rowdy here, being searched up. Going to hand. And coming out. And there's the Great Serpent. Going +1 in stars. Up to 4. Great Serpent on the board. With a
And
Whirlpool
jetpack.
jetpack. So that might just bring back the other Great Serpent from the grave.
That's got to be annoying for Harry Knight there. If you
Yeah.
connected that attack, you get 17 points with a strong board. Even though you have 2 cards in hand, I'd imagine you would be able to close out the game from there.
Yeah, but instead, the initiative is back to Fish. He's up to 6 stars. And has many options in hand.
He does have many options. I just wonder how many can kill Serpent. He can't play any Pelfams or Facel Signs, and he can't use any Undying Flames to get back Jacare since it just got shuffled. So I wonder what his outs are. Potentially another Abandonment, Galaxy Crash, maybe a Time Flash Portal too. Other than that though, I'm not sure what there could be, so it wouldn't shock me if you can't deal with Serpent. And I mean, that would be just great news for Tekla fans and Harry Knight especially.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, it's not an insignificant list of stuff you just listed. And he does only have 13 cards left in deck, so... he has seen quite a bit of that deck. Deep in the tank. I don't think I'll be here for the finals.
No.
Alright. We're paying 6 with Abomination Tomb. We're bringing back out the Diabolus, and we are milling once again. Third time this game. Skelequeen, Time Flash Portal, Jakra, and Jakra. Double Jakra milled is just... oof. And we are G-crashing.
Wow, this is a smart play from Fish. Very smart play.
Yeah, we see Jackpack proc here, bringing out its Serpent. Guster coming out, going to take out the Resource Zone, no more activators. And then here's the Blue Flame. Jakra going to shuffle the Serpent back in, along with the Blue Flame. And that is 6 points. That's GG. That's the game.
That is game. Fish onto the finals against me, okay.
Alright. Now, let's just quickly get Fish in here. And talk about finals.
Yep. My last set versus Fish did take 16 minutes. It's a pretty quick matchup, so
Yeah.
it's up to you if you want to play it now.
I guess we can play it. Yeah, let's do it. Alright.
Well,
I wish you the best of
yeah.
luck. And
Thank
may the
you very
best,
much.
better player win.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, chat. We're getting right in. Game is already made. Alright, here we go. Game is starting. We got the victory theme. Alright, the bracket is now all up to date. And we are in finals. The rematch, match of the century, agreed. Welcome. Alright, we are going. We've got a resource zone for Secret. Fish up to 8. Might pass, might not. Resource zone as well. Just having those activators ready to go. Super important. It is Secret's turn. Secret passing back to Fish, Fish passing back to Secret, Secret drawing a card. Now up to 14 points. Stars, sorry. My god. I'm gonna have to work in a bit. Thankfully, my job isn't talking to people. I just have to do the dishes. Alright. We are passing back and forth. Secret up to 18 stars now. There isn't much more to gain in terms of stars. And we see just a creature zone, just so we don't leak stars next turn. Alright, Fish gonna take his turn. Drawing a card, gaining 4 stars, up to 18 as well. Mirroring Secret, but also buying a battle zone. And passing. Not feeling the need to put anything in that creature zone. Just gonna sit and see what happens. Alright, Skelequeen coming in for Fish. His preferred opening, it seems. Swinging in for 4. Passing to Secret, who has 20 stars now. Going to make another creature zone. For 4. Oh wait, that was last turn. But we are buying a battle zone. And a Shiosian Lava Mole. Free playing a Mag Sprout. Yeah, exactly. Making sure he doesn't leak. We've got a Zolmantle as well, being played as Battle Zone for 2. Give those 3-point attacks from Mag Sprout. Fish draws, plays a first Sail Sign on the Shiosian Lava Mole. Had his Beast of the Black Hole eaten, though, by the mole. That's gotta hurt. Takes out the Mag Sprout, and there are no activators in Secret's hand. There you go. I guess. There goes the mole. Hard to tell if that was planned by Secret, or if that was just getting lucky. But we will see. Yes, everybody, and this prize pool is sponsored by my new song. While we have people with eyes on the finals, feel free to check it out. You can find it on Spotify or anywhere else you listen to music. We've got double Scoria Carrier with the double card draw here for Secret. Fish now up to 15 stars. Plays his Hammer's going to start building out that board with a second creature zone. Fish in the tank, thinking about what to do here. Against this double Scoria Carrier. Decides to bring out Pelfam. And what's going back to hand? That's the question. The Zammerzed. To create another battle zone. Replays it. Takes out the 2 Scoria Carriers. And now it's Secret's turn. He gets to draw off Shios, draws for turn. Alright, a for sale sign on the Pelfam. Going to take it over. Thongabo coming in. Swinging in. For 4 points. Secret now up to 12 points. Fish only on 4. Plays an abandonment. To put Thongabok in the grave. No. Put Pelfam in the grave. Okay. Hard game. Anyway, Skelligast for Skelequeen, and we are swinging in for 5 points. 5 points? No. 6 points. There we go. Fish now up to 10 points. Down here. Secret. Gaining 4, paying 4. For Elaji, here comes the Blue Flame Engine. And a Zammerzed as well, going to get the 3rd creature zone. We've seen this all weekend from Secret, the triple zone setup with the Zolmantle. Time Flash Portal, going to remove the Skelligast from the equation for a while. And a little artwork on the screen. Zammerzed taking out the Skelequeen, and Laji with the Zolmantle support going to swing in for 3 points. Yes, 3 points. And using Laji's ability to search out Jakra, which means he probably already has the Undying Blue Flame. Or he just doesn't want it. Hard to say, hard to leg. It's back to Fish's turn. And Fish here, playing a Zammerzed, making a 3rd creature zone as well. Skelligast coming in. Bringing back the Skelequeen, decides that his other Skelligast from the Time Flash Portal is not worth keeping. Skelligast into Laji, and Zammerzed into Zammerzed. That's the attacks. And we see a Planetary Field to save Secret's board. No response from Fish, that gets to go through. And it is now Secret's turn. Secret up to 4 stars. Cards in hand. This is going to be a board to break through, not because of how many creatures are on it, but just because of how many. Like, the creatures aren't very big, they're all very easy to beat over, but each of them does take an attack. Or a removal spell of some kind. Alright, we see our attacks right there. Taking out Skelequeen and Zamorzed. Fish. Thinking about it. Perhaps has an activator in hand. Or just bluffing an activator, we don't know. Takes out the Zamorzed and the Skelequeen. That attack gets to go through. And we're passing to Fish. Fish now, 5 stars, 10 points, 6 cards in hand. And a Skelligast that's already used its ability on the board. The artwork for Skelligast is really cool. This game has really interesting art in its own style. Alright, Fish in the tank. Considering his options. Fish in the tank. I just realized what I did there. And Fish deciding just to pass after taking out the Laji. Secret now. Drawing a card. Going up to 4 to 8 stars. Paying 4. Playing the Guster to take out the Resource Zone. And then orbiting. Swapping stars with Secret. With Fish, sorry. And then playing the Jokron. That's going to be game 1 to Secret. Time for game 2. It's blink and you miss it sometimes. Alright, Fish electing to go second again. Sideboarding is complete. These players already have plans for what to side in and out in this matchup. They know exactly what they're doing. Oh. Secret checking his deck. Seems he's happy with his sideboarding, and we are going in. Going to gain some stars. Alright, and we have zones. Jokra gonna swing in for Fish. 4 points on the board once again. Fish opening with a 4-point swing. And we heard from Secret earlier that this is a trade-off, right? If you're the first to play a creature, you are trading that card for points, essentially, because that creature is definitely dying. Alright, we see Zolmantle coming in here as the second battle zone, second creature zone as well being bought. And this might be a Scoria Carrier setup from Secret. Scoria Carrier here. And a Shiosian Lava Mole. Scoria Carrier being used to draw a card. Okay, Lava Mole gonna swing in and eats a Rela Hex Mine from Fish. Scoria Carrier here punching in for 3 points as well, thanks to Zolmantle's 100 power boost. Alright, here comes Zamorzed. Ready to provide zoning. And a second Zamorzed. And we're listening to boss battle music, everybody. Okay. Both Zamorzeds going to take out an opposing creature, but Planetary Field going to prevent that. Scoria Carrier once again going to draw a card. 2 cards drawn for Fish here in response with Monument to Creation. If an opponent will draw a card, because of a card ability, you get to draw 2 cards. And now the question. Is this Shiosian Lava Mole attack going to eat an activator? Well, I guess it does. Planetary Field here from Fish as well. Alright, Obsidiblob and Magsprout here. Coming in, ready to take out the competition. In gaining Secret, 3 stars, 3 points. My brain is fried. Deep fried in butter, seriously. Alright, here comes Darkspark Diabolus. Activated, milling a Wakuman once again. Fish gets to draw a card. Forces of Justice, AAA though, also gone. And the Skelequeen. Guster gonna take out the Zolmantle. Thank goodness, that card was very strong. And the board clear here from Fish. Secret taking Shios up to 4. Drawing a card off that. Going to draw a card for turn. Up to 11 stars. Got a slight card advantage, but this game is still dead even. A second Zolmantle is coming in. Alright, Laji coming in, along with another Zamorzed, bringing another creature zone, taking out the Guster and the Skelequeen. But Laji either already triggered, or we chose not to trigger it. I don't think we've seen Laji this game. Alright. I zoned out. I'm so sorry. Okay. No Secret deciding to search with Laji, actually. Undying Blue Flame going to hand. And passing to Fish. Fish deep in the tank once again. Here comes Guster, going to take out the Zol Mantle again. Fraxel as well. And taking out the opposing board. Clean sweep here for the little guys. Just trading back and forth, trying to deny each other stars. In their best attempt to win this game. Secret taking his turn, taking his time as well, really thinking through his possibilities to see what he can do. Alright. Galaxy Crash coming down, taking out the Fraxel and the Guster. And we see a Zammer Zed to bring in another Battle Zone. Laji as well coming in with the Undying Blue Flame. And that is a big swing. Laji going back to grave because of the Undying Blue Flame's ability. Skelligast now on the field. Going to bring back Skelequeen. Skelligast swinging in. Skelequeen going face. 4-point swing for Fish. Passing the turn. Secret now. Drawing a card. Gaining 4 stars. Up to 7. Undying Blue Flame still on the field. Can bring back this Laji again. And that's what happens. And then we pay 4 for a Guster. There's so much gusting going on this game. Battle Zone taken out. And once again, clearing the board. What a back and forth. Laji going away. And now it's Fish's turn. That previous song felt like it fit better. But oh well, here we are. Fish up to 7 stars, thinking through his options. Fish still thinking. "13 cards in deck for Fish, 17 for Secret." That difference is exactly because of that one Diabolus. They are dead even in terms of card advantage. Despite everything. Despite all the back and forth. And here comes Abomination Tomb. We are bringing back the Fraxel. Choosing not to bring back the Skelligast. Instead opting for Fraxel, trying to get back some economy. And that's the turn. Taking out the Guster. And passing. Secret now. Up to 7 stars. 5 cards in hand. Same as Fish. But has the advantage of the Undying Blue Flame being on his side. Question now is, what's he going to do with it? This is good waiting music. Alright, Secret. Paying 4 for his own Fraxel. Bringing back Laji with the Undying Blue Flame. Swinging in Laji first into the opposing Fraxel, and then Fraxel into the face. Fish gains 4 stars from his Fraxel. And taking his turn now. Up to 11 stars. Going to pay 4 of them. And get his battle zone back. Get his battle zone back. That was Gustard earlier. But now what? He has no Scalagas in hand, I was going to say, but no, that was the last game. This game, he had a Scalagast, and here it is. Bring back Skelequeen. Skelequeen swing in for 4 points. And Secret does not have the resource zone to do anything about it. Animally, welcome. Alright, Secret's turn now. Back up to 11 stars. This recurring Laji sure is a problem. Fraxel coming in. And Thongabok. And Laji. Fraxel and Laji going to take out Fish's board. Fish going to gain 2 stars from that exchange. So really only lost 2 stars over that last turn cycle. And gained 4 points for it. That's a pretty good exchange in my opinion. And here comes Fish with the Galaxy Crash. Taking out the Fraxel and the Thongabok, both for no value. And then here comes the Undying Blue Flame. Jakra coming out. And a second Jakra. Also from hand. Well, one's from hand, one's from discard. Both into face, and that is the game for Fish. So we're going to a game 3, everybody. With the fitting music for game 3. Yeah, that sure was a game. But we've got one more. One more. And if Fish wins this game, we're doing a bracket reset. And at that point, I'm probably going to have to go. But yeah, this is a very good set. Very high level gameplay. Yes, everybody, we are listening to the E-Trade Odyssey soundtrack. An RPG I very much enjoyed playing. I think this is like a battle theme of some kind. Yeah, it just says Battlefield Grab tomorrow, so there you go. Alright, the game has begun. Fish with the classic opener of playing a Fraxel and punching in 2 points. Secret already up to 16. But decides not to do anything. No reason to when you don't have 20 stars yet, I guess. Fish goes up to 12. Chooses to buy a resource zone and just swing in for 2 again. It is Secret's turn. He has 20 stars. That's the maximum. He has to do something with them or he's going to start bleeding stars. He chooses to buy a full set. That's 6 stars right there on the board. And he pays 4 more stars for a second creature zone. Animally, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. And we have a Scoria Carrier and a Mag Sprout. Yeah, by the way, sorry there's no on-screen alert, but I didn't want to distract. Alright, we have a Time Flash Portal here from Secret. Take out the Fraxel, deny Fish the 4 stars, and a big swing for 4 points. Scoria Carrier big for the Shios deck, providing that card advantage. Alright, it is Fish's turn. He's in the tank. He's on 14 stars. Unsure what to do. His opponent has more zones than him. A similar amount of cards in hand. If he just plays something, his Fraxel cannot return. So he's going to need to buy a new zone if he wants to play a creature. Alright, Zamorzed coming in a newly purchased battle creature zone, brings in a battle zone, and takes out, trades with the Scoria Carrier, sorry. Fraxel coming back, regaining its ability from the Time Flash portal. And that song's over. And here's Shiozu and Lava Mole and Mag Sprout coming in. Fish going to think about this. Might be a use or lose it situation with the mole. And decides to take it. Mole trigger? Question mark? Oh. Yep, he lost the super bouncy trampoline off that mole trigger. Interesting include here from Fish. I did not expect this. Alright, here comes Jakra. With no flame currently. And a second Jakra. This is what won him the game last game. Time Flash Portal taking out the Mag Sprout. Jakra into the mole and Jakra into the face. And that resolves. Unless Secret has something to say about it. Alright, that goes through. And we have a Galaxy Crash taking down both Jakras. That's 10 stars just down the drain like that. And then for 5, Secret's own Jakra swinging in 4 points. Chakra has so much attack. So much attack for a 5-star. Max Sprout coming back from the Time Flash portal. And here's Fish's Galaxy Crash. Taking down Chakra and the Max Sprout. And a Skelequeen being cosplayed. And swing in for 4 points. Fish now up to 12 points. Secret up to 10. And taking his turn. 5 stars. 7 cards in hand. This could still go any way. Could go either way, I should say. Alright, we see an Obsidiblob and a Guster taking out that second creature zone. Obsidiblob taking over the Skelequeen, and Guster swinging for 2 points. We are dead even in points, but Fish with 7 stars does have a zone less thanks to Guster. Alright, Fish just passing to Secret. Secret gaining 4 stars, drawing a card. And Fish just letting it happen. That's 3 points for Secret. Now up to 15. What is this game? Hello, welcome, Bibims. This is Chaos Galaxy, a homemade trading card game by creator Zach, and you are currently witnessing grand finals. And if Fish, who's down here, wins this game, we'll have a bracket reset. Also, I have to go in 8 minutes. But yes. So, Bibims, very quick. The goal of the game is to get 20 points. You can see the points down here in with the dark background. So Fish is at 12 and Secret is at 15. The white is stars, which you use to buy zones and creatures, like this Laji, which just came in. It's going to attack over the Guster, and using its ability to search out something, unless Secret has something to say about it. So, the way you gain points is by attacking your opponent's planet card, that's these guys, with your creatures. And you gain creatures, you gain points for its power, right? So, you round. So, since this is 230, you divide by 100 and round. So you can just remember, if there's a 50 or higher, then that's the threshold. So Laji gives 2 points when he swings directly, for example. You gain 4 stars every turn. Alright, Secret has decided not to respond. Fish searching his deck for a blue flame card. You only get to do this once per game, overall. Here's the Undying Blue Flame, going to hand. And it's back to Secret's turn. Secret now still with the initiative. He's up to 15 points. One big swing, and that might be the game over. With the appropriate boss music for it, apparently. Alright, Secret in the tank, thinking. Up to 8 stars. Can play any creature that he has in hand. He doesn't play anything that's over 8 stars. Biggest thing he plays is Chakra for 5. Which we might just see here. Unless I'm lying and they're both in grave. No, there's one of them in grave. Alright, Secret plays a Palfam. Palfam, when it is cosplayed, return a card to a player's hand. Putting the Laji back in hand. Could swing in for 3. I rushed the players. Now they keep apologizing. What the players don't know is that I can theoretically still be on time if I'm like 5 minutes late, but I'd rather not. Okay, so Secret going to Time Flash Portal his own Obsidian, meaning it comes back next turn, orbit to swap stars with his opponent, going back up to 7. This could be the final turn. Here comes Zamerzed for 3. And that's the GG from Fish. That's the big attack, and that is the end of the game. Secret winning 100 euros. For that. There you go. Alright, there you see Secret up to 20 points, having won the game. And now, I'm going to have to go, sadly. Because I have work in 3 minutes. Alright. Congratulations to Secret. Congratulations to Fish as well for making 2nd place, earning 50 euros. And I'll see you all next time, probably for a DJ stream once again, because I can't just hold 200 euro tournaments all the time. I'll see you next time, and until then, peace.